The Life and Times of J.C. Otero, Episode 6. I don't have a title yet for it, so I was just working on the intro. I think that's a little bit better. But anyway, so Episode 6. What I was going to do here was it's 1:55 a.m. now. You know, I got 33 episodes to go before 11:59 p.m. of November 30th in order to get this project done, which is a gift to myself and to you all, the world, and also just the first step in this project that I've been procrastinating for some years now on documenting my life to date and kind of creating like a reality show for like a book kind of. So like first it started out as like a book idea, and then I was like, well, I got to do this on video also, and I'm hoping that the videos will then help me get the book made. And then every year, then I'll just update it, kind of like you know, if you're following it, like every year you get like a new episode, so like a new version of the book with like a new year added to it. Um, so it'd be a pretty cool concept, I think. I haven't come across anything like that, so that's the goal. Maybe I'll just do a Kickstarter for it. I don't know. Might be a good idea. Who knows? But anyways, so episode 6. I get this whole paper that I mentioned earlier on episode 1. So I'm kind of just going through the list. They're obviously like kind of ideas, and I'm molding different talks around them. But I was trying to get the creative juices flowing and figure out what to do here on the next episode. I was like, you know what? I need some music. It's like almost 2 a.m. here. I just had some hot cocoa from a Keurig. I don't really think that did the trick, so I'll see what other stuff I can get to kind of try to make a big dent in this, because I really want to hit this 33 and really just put it out there, because I've been just holding out for long ass time. And I was thinking about my 30th birthday when I first wanted to do this, which I'll talk about later, but I let myself down then. So I'm like, man, I'm not going to do another birthday, man. It's already been this like 3 years afterwards. I got to get this done, man. I'm not the person to not get things done. So episode 6, I was like, all right, let me think of creative juices. I got to play some music. So then that got me thinking. First song that came on was Notorious B.I.G.'s, Sky's the Limit. Big fan of his. Love that, that era of rap. But anyway, so the song was great, and I was like, oh man, like I just shared traveling is a big thing in my life. Giving back is share the real personal experience of my bout with cancer. And then also notable birthdays to date. So I was like, man, what else to kind of give you a little bit more insight into who I am? And music is a huge thing in my life. Like, I love music. Like, I listen to all types of music. There's like very little music that I don't like. Most notably, like heavy metal, not my thing. I respect it. Like, I got a cousin, he's like in a heavy metal band. I love watching his videos and stuff. But like, man, other than that, like, nope, not gonna do it. But anyways, aside from that, music is huge. Like, I'm listening to music. There's probably a day that doesn't go by where I'm not listening to music. I mean, think about it, it's on your radio, but like I'm listening to it almost every chance I get, right? Um, and so it's got me thinking. It's like, man, why is it I like music? Like, I meet people that don't like music, and it just blows my mind, because it's like, man, music is just so awesome. It can like make you feel good. It can music is just very powerful, right? It can teach you things, like makes you feel things. Like, I love it. And so I was like, all right, so like, what really kind of like planted that seed of music? And one of the earliest memories I had was, when my brother was living with us when he was in high school, because he and I were 11 years apart. This is the first time I mentioned that, but he's 11 years apart, and he was much older. So when he was in high school, obviously, right, I was much younger. I remember being in first grade, and that year Juice came out. Juice with Tupac Shakur and Omar Epps. That movie's awesome. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. Like, I can't remember what year it came out. I'd look it up, but I don't want to get distracted right now. But that movie came out, and in the soundtrack there was a song by Cypress Hill called "How Can I Just Kill a Man?" And believe it or not, I'm not really proud of it, but I was like the only first grader singing at school, "How Could I Just Kill a Man?" And that cassette tape, I remember to this day. Even bought the CD, and I think I still have it, probably at my mom's place with my Game Boy and everything. Man, I need to go travel back in time. But he had that cassette tape, and I would listen to it when he was gone. I knew where he like stashed it. We had stereo, and we shared rooms, and so like I'd listen to that room. I'd get off gangster, and I'd listen to all the songs on that tape. Like Three Pigs, like all those songs. I mean, not really music you want to be listening to as a kid. Very, very heavy, like gangster rap type stuff. But anyway, so that was like, man, I love music. Start getting into it. And then the first CD that like I remember buying was the Mortal Kombat soundtrack when that movie came out. Like, that had some badass songs. So that was, I remember to this day. I went to Sound Warehouse and bought it, and I used my own money to get it, and it was awesome. Another very early CD that I remember buying too was West Side Connection's "Bow Down" with Ice Cube and like Mac 10. Um, that album was awesome, and the cool thing about it was that in the CD slip, it had all the lyrics to all the songs. So I was just singing along and I was memorizing all the songs, and I had the West Coast anthem memorized and eating all that stuff up. But and then I was thinking about, the first cassette that I was given as a gift was by my uncle, which was Skilo's "I Wish." That was when he came out with, I wish I was a baller. Not a shot call. It's a different song. It was 6 foot tall or something like that. He also had a hamburger song and Superman on that album. It was funny. Um, I think music video was so hot that summer it came out. But anyways, he gave it to me for All Saints Day of all things. So anyways, so those are some of the things I kind of remember. But as I got older, I started going to concerts. Uh, and to this day, I'm always down to go to concerts. Like so far this year, I went. I got tickets to go see Justin Timberlake and Stevie Wonder, which were both awesome concerts. And then a month before that, I went to ACL and saw all types of awesome bands. Uh, um, just awesome. I don't even want to go through the list of everyone that we saw there, but it was just awesome. Um, ACL in Austin, if you don't know anything about it, check it out. It's gotten so awesome that it's now 2 weekends, like 2 consecutive weekends. But no, so I love going to concerts. Shit, even when we were traveling, we somehow scored some free tickets to go see Lauryn Hill in Buenos Aires, Argentina, while we were just walking around. We had no idea a concert's going on. Somebody scored us some tickets just like that. Sucked though, I got my pickpocketed in my phone. But anyways, I love concerts, always down, free or not. Austin also has South by Southwest, which I've never gotten a wristband because it's like $1,000, but that's one of my life goals too, is get a wristband. I also want to volunteer with South by, which you get a wristband, but you can't really go to so much stuff. But anyways, so looking back on like one of the very first concerts that I went to that I can remember, I don't know how old I was, but I want to say I was probably like 16 or something. And at the time, there was this girl that I liked, and I felt like she liked me or whatever. But um, I think she invited me. Yeah, I think she invited me to a concert at Fiesta, Texas, which is a theme park outside of San Antonio. And the concert was Destiny's Child. I know I was in high school. I think I was probably like a sophomore, maybe a junior or something. I can't remember. Probably a junior or senior. Anyways, doesn't matter. But you can look it up if you want to look up event schedules in Fiesta, Texas in the mid '90s. I think it was mid '90s. No, early 2000s. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Early junior high school. Yeah, that was like 2000, 2001, 2002. Whatever. Look it up. Let me know. We could do like an edit. Anyways, so that was one of the first concerts I went to. And which is crazy because Beyonce is such a huge star now. And it's like, man, I saw her when she was at like, um, Six Flags performing. That's not like main stage or anything like that. But pretty cool. And then that same girl, we still kind of like maintained communication over the years. We were friends, even though I still liked her and I felt like she liked me, but it just never worked out. I think it was because whatever. She was older, but I think the other concert I went to was John Mayer, which I hadn't gone to very many concerts after that. I'd gone to some smaller, maybe country ones with fraternity and stuff, but I went to John Mayer with that same girl many years, like several years later, and then but to this day, I've just seen so many amazing bands. Like Dave Matthews is my like all-time favorite. Like he's probably like my top favorite band, and I've seen him in concert like 4 times or 5 times. And it's always an incredible show. Love Dave Matthews. My wife and I even danced to you and me for our wedding dance song. But yeah, man, Dave Matthews, I love all the songs. Sublime's also another really great band that I like, and although the lead singer, overdosed a long time ago in the '90s, I've seen they have like a replacement band with Romeo, so Sublime with Romeo. I've seen them. Not huge, but I've seen Jay Z, seen Ice Cube, Kanye West. They go on. Some concerts I regret not going to was Rolling Stones when they came to Austin, and then again when they went to Dallas. Like I couldn't get anyone to go with me. And then most recently, the one that I regret not going to is U2. I went to Dallas and Houston. I couldn't get anyone to go with me. I just don't want to go by myself. Another one that I regret not going to is Tom Petty. Most recently, once again, because I couldn't get anyone to go with me. So it's like, I guess I just need to, hunker up and I'll go to a concert by myself. I can go to the movies by myself, but I haven't gone to a concert by myself. But there's some pretty amazing concerts that I've not gone to. But my good friend Nikhil told me about this one band that their name is on the tip of my tongue. It's like Greta Van Zan or Zan Van Greta or something like that. But these guys are like the next Led Zeppelin. Like these guys are like awesome. And they just passed through Austin like 2 months ago, or somewhere close to Austin. I can't remember. But they're gonna be huge. So I want to go see them. So music's a big part of my life, and if you're not into music, like definitely just try and just check out something because the great thing about music is that it's like uh, wavelengths, right? Like it's sound, and so like it resonates with your body and can really have like an impact on you. I think if you find the right music that resonates with you the most. So, anyways, so here's episode 6, and keep out for episode 7, and hold me accountable if you don't see it come through. See you soon.